But yeah, journaling is super powerful. And I recommend it for all of my clients. And some are quite intimidated at the notion of, hey, I'm just going to have this blank page and just free form. And so I always recommend them this thing called the 5-minute journal, which, as you might have guessed from the title, takes 5 minutes to complete. And it's just a series of prompts. And it's quite focused around gratitude. And as a practicing Buddhist, I have an explicit daily gratitude practice. And that's super powerful. And without getting super woo-woo, but like whatever energy you put out into the universe, you get more of. And if you're just like super unhappy, you're just going to keep finding things to be unhappy about. And this is a thing that a lot of founder CEOs struggle with, especially because they have this huge vision and they're nowhere near completing their vision. And so like, how can I be happy? But like they made so much progress. And so if you focus on that, the progress, that's usually powerful. It usually feels pretty good. And even on the worst days, there's something to be grateful for, even if it's just that you made it through the day. Like, that was a shit show. I'm here. I'm still in one piece. Tomorrow's going to be better. I'm really excited about that, you know? So I think it's super powerful. What this is an example of is self-awareness. And if you think about the trajectory of the CEO of a high growth company, they have to, as Toby from Shopify says all the time, re-qualify for their job every year, right? It's not the same company. You've been the CEO of Wistia for a long time. Your job has changed probably every single year. Mm-hmm. So the atomic unit of progress, the thing that enables you to re-qualify for your job every year, is self-awareness, having an explicit learning loop. This is what I could have done better. I don't like how I did this. And so I use my journal for that. And then I do a monthly review with guided questions. I do a quarterly. I do an annual. So I work on self-awareness. And I think that's key. A key muscle for everyone, but especially for leaders of high growth companies.
I love that. You've been in some incredible companies that everybody knows. You've coached a ton of incredible CEOs. You've bought companies. You've funded them. What makes the companies that really deliver on the promise, like they really scale, they really grow, like what is the difference in those companies? Like why do they deliver? Is it the market? Is it the CEO? Is it the team? Is it the investors? Like how do you think about it?
It's yes. Well, maybe not the investors, but with some exceptions. I'll unpack that. So, as a former seed stage VC and now masochist, i.e., angel, for me, it's all about the person. If I get the person right, they're going to figure everything else out. So, backing the right founder is hugely important. And a founder that has the right motivation. If you're kind of in love with the market, hey, there's a bunch of money to be made here, I don't think that's an enduring source of motivation. And like you just get a pay raise and like you feel good for a few days and then you're back to normal, right? So money's not the thing. If you're in love with the product you've built, then you have a closed mindset. So you're just like evangelizing. No, you don't understand. You need this widget. This is the best possible widget. That doesn't work. It's only if you're in love with the problem. If you're just like endlessly fascinated with the problem, it's why you get up in the morning. So I definitely look for founders that are just like totally in love with, totally obsessed with the problem they're trying to solve. That's a thing. Obviously, product is super important. If you look at the companies that achieve outlier outcomes, they've built a fundamentally better mousetrap. If I take all the elements of value creation over the life cycle of a company, by far the biggest single slice of the pie is distribution or go-to-market. And so, yeah, product is super important, but you have to create this repeatable sausage machine that you just like know exactly where to go to get a customer, how long they stick around, therefore how much they're worth, how much I can pay for them. And you have lots of channels with room to grow to keep getting more customers, right? Like the ultimate pitch for a growth stage investor is like, I've just figured out the recipe. I can make 10 sausages today. Give me your money. I can make 100 sausages and they'll all taste the same. And you're just like, yeah, perfect. Let me back up the Brinks truck and let's do this, right? Now, you can get all of these elements right. You can have an amazing CEO, an amazing product, but if you don't actually get the timing right, then the outcome won't be optimal, right? And so luck and timing is a huge element. So hard to figure that out up front, to be honest, though. I guess that's why they call it venture.